Hey guys, Ralph here. Shh. And welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this thrilling Thursday here in Connecticut. Guys, this is first thing in the morning, and I told you I had to get this up early, and I don't want to honk. My wife is not even up yet. But anyway, yeah, you saw the thumbnail. Philadelphia Orchestra fans, relax. Gil Johnson fans, relax. Seymour Rosenfeld fans, my God, they came out in mass. I got nobody on the comments. Most of them don't have the stones to put a comment. But, geez. First of all, guys, if you go back and look at the video, how could I be any more complimentary of that playing than I was? It's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous brass playing. And I've said that a zillion times. Couldn't have been any more complimentary. I said just in passing, two things that got the masses up in arms. Number one, Gil Johnson was not as strong as Herseth or Mel Broyles. Oh my God, there's a news flash. Guys, nobody was as strong as Herseth and Mel Broyles. And I said right on the thing, I said that Gil Johnson would be a perfect player for today. Perfect. Guys, he just wasn't as strong as that. I'm sorry. Well, I studied with him for so long, and I heard him play Mahler fifth. Guys, he wasn't as strong as Herseth or Mel Broyles. He just wasn't. He wasn't as strong as Catarabic. That's why they brought the powerhouse in to replace him. Now, Mel Broyles was down there playing assistant for a certain period of time. And there was some brouhaha between him and Gil Johnson. Now, I have never heard Mel Broyles say one thing about the whole situation. In print, to anybody else, never heard him say one thing. Mum's the word. And I didn't ask him. But there was a brouhaha down there, and from what all reports, he and Gil Johnson did not get along. Okay? Now, the report is, and this is just lore, both of them are dead, guys, that Mel was abrasive. There was no question about it. I happen to love him because of his playing, but there's no question he could be very, very abrasive. And I can see him down in that situation, just fuming, sitting assistant. And he was complaining, and I have this from very, very good sources, extremely good sources, okay, that Mel was just complaining to Ormandy that I'm playing first anyway. I'm covering for him. Why aren't I getting the money? And he made life miserable for Gil Johnson. They let him go. He came up to New York and just within months owned the studios. And the studios were very, very lucrative at that time. He made a bundle of money. Eventually got the Met. Continued with the studio stuff when he could. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, I'm not saying Mel was right. I'm not saying, again, this is all just lore. And this really doesn't have a whole lot to do with Gil Johnson being strong. Okay? But that, guys, is my opinion. That doesn't make me wrong. So please don't hide behind an obtuse screen name and tell me I'm wrong when it's my opinion. If you want to have your own channel, you can go on and tell them how wrong I am. And again, I don't mind a conversation. I don't. But when it gets personal, like I don't know what I'm talking about, and, swears this, swears that, I have a problem with that. One other clown actually had the gall to call my home. Now, I have to ask you guys, how pathetic can somebody be to call somebody's home? I'll tell you what his thing was in a minute. That, guys, there are dozens of channels out there that I think are just downright obtuse. I haven't left one letter on any of the comments. I certainly haven't gone out of my way to call somebody's home. Guys, If that's all you have to do with life in life, go practice. Don't bother me with this drivel. And once again, what I'm about to tell you is my opinion. Now, this is the gist of it. I don't know what I'm talking about. He studied with Seymour Rosenfeld for 6 years, and he was not playing a bathtub mouthpiece, and he did not have scars on his lip. Okay, that is your opinion, that is your experience. Now, let me tell my experience. I went into Jerry's studio on 46th Street when he still had the lathe. I walked in, and sure enough, there is Seymour Rosenfeld. He introduced me, we shook hands, I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. Okay? There was scabs, literally crusted scabs on his lip from cuts. Okay? Jerry is on the lathe with his glasses on, making him a mouthpiece. The mouthpiece was his one rim, and he was boring it out. Jerry hands it to him. That's a 1C. No. Not deep enough. Played a few notes. Bored it out. That's a 1B, approximately. Nah, even deeper. He says, Seymour, this is going to be like a 1AA by the time we're done. That's okay. That's okay. I like the rim, blah, blah, blah. It was a bathtub mouthpiece. Now, I can only think that he had trouble with his chops. Every one of us has trouble with his chops. And he was getting an enormous mouthpiece custom made to get him through the issue. Now, if years later you studied with him for 6 years and the cuts and the scars were gone, which happens, and he, God for help, got a bigger mouthpiece to play, then so be it. That is your experience. My experience is his lips were mangled, and every time he played the C trumpet in the middle register, there was a huge red mark. And he was barely holding the horn. Doesn't mean he can't play. He was a wonderful player. But guys, to call somebody's house, is that really all you have to do with your life? Guys, I'm so busy. They say, oh, geez, they think Mel Broyles was doing this. I'm not going to call somebody's house. Unbelievable. I can't believe how obtuse it was. Absolutely obtuse I was. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Unbelievable. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to complain because it's just so silly. But I just had to put that out there, guys. Relax. Anyway, I told you this was going to be a quickie anyway. I'm out of town the rest of the weekend. And I will be back honking on Monday with the first notes of the day. And, well, God bless him. Speaking of Philadelphia Orchestra. And that's that. Okay? I'm going to leave a link below of Perico just rocking the house at Las Vegas Raiders game. Now, guys, I tell Perico all the time, this just looks like so much fun. If he keeps sending me videos, man, I'm going to come out of retirement and want subs. Because it just looks like a blast. Now, he's working his butt off. All these arrangements are his, and he's leading the band. It's probably not a whole lot of fun for him. He's probably working very hard. But I'm sure the sidemen are just having a goof, man. It looks great. Now, with that said, that is his wife, Lily, who is singing. And check it out how he's rocking the place, and arrangements where he's got a string section. A string section playing at an NFL football game and just rocking the house. Man, that's talent. Anyway, guys, again, Philadelphia Orchestra people, if I offended you in any way, I am sorry. I didn't mean to offend you, but this is my channel. These are my opinions. If you don't like it, you should probably go somewhere else. But please, other than to buy a mouthpiece, don't call my home. Please, my wife, my daughter will be home soon. They don't want to hear this drivel. All right? Anyway, guys, I love you all. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Check out Perico down below.